Hi everyone. So today I'm going to do a video on how to easily complete Tournament of Power Season 90 and finish in the top 25% to get the 1k CC rewards. And as usual, I'll be running my Android's team, which is possibly the most free-to-play friendly team, as the units are pretty old and most of the player base will have these units at pretty high stars. And we can see here I've finished rank 4151 in season 89, and that was an easy 1k CC earned. So we are starting season 90 soon, and I'll show you the team I'm running, the route I'll be taking to complete the TOP season, the slots I'll place the units in, and the sequence I'll attack the enemy. So today the team that I'm going to use is the Android's team, and basically this red, green, yellow setup that I've used most of the time to clear the Tournament of Power. So basically in this setup itself, these units, if you can see, is mainly all pretty much old units, and you can most of the player base would probably have them at high stars or even all at 14 stars like myself. And yeah, so they are all, it's a pretty balanced team. And here basically in terms of the setup, so the first thing is I will look at which units are under Z tier and S tier, because like I mentioned previously, yeah, if you look at the bonus, the boost characters, yeah, those that are under Z tier, they give you 20% to battle score, S tier is 10%, A tier 5%, B is 2%, C is none. So Android's team, yeah, like typically this green color Android 14 itself, he's usually in the Z tier or the S tier most of the time, and he's actually a pretty decent unit to bring in. Yeah, so I actually have them arts boosted. So like I mentioned before, you try to at least arts boost the special boost, because it boosts the both defenses by 13k. And I'll select strike attack to boost, because basically he's a strike oriented unit. So basically now he has about 266k of strike attack. Strike defense is about, strike and blast defense about 178k. And you can see here that basically for this unit itself, he can actually do some useful things, like he has some sustains damage card, and he boosts his own strike damage every time by 40% at the start of the turn. And also he also has some useful debuffing effects, where he debuffs, where he applies this at the start of first turn, he applies this attribute downgrade to enemy, where they do 15% less damage for 2 turns and also take 15% more damage. And his Z ability is pretty good, where he buffs both strike and blast attack of androids by 31%. So he's a pretty useful unit that I typically bring into Tournament of Power. Then over here, the S tier units, this time around there's a lot of android units in S tier. So a must bring that I will have is always this Android 16, because he's a good tank itself. You can see his strike attack is about 294k, and defenses are in 200 plus k territory. And if you see, he has his sustains damage card as well, so he's a very good tank. So he can survive multiple hits and pretty much survive a lot of damage for the Tournament of Power, and at the same time he has good strike damage as well. And then at the same time he actually does this blast attack cover change, and he's always a good partner to Android 18, who is a good healer. So you can see that he always covers units diagonally below him, and he takes 60% less damage when he does the cover change. So he can really help Android 18 tank if any blast unit attacks her. So it's a very good unit, and He has things like normalize abnormal conditions, and now this is the part that you probably wouldn't want to activate. When his health is 15%, he activates his self-destruction. And zero ability is decent. I mean, the old units, they just buff one of the abilities, which is strike defense. But what is useful for him is the Zenkai ability where he buffs green androids. So he helps me to Zenkai buff the green android 14, as well as the first form cell that I have here. So first form cell himself, he has some very useful things, like you will see his stats are also pretty decent. So I have also boosted him, so his blast attack is about 260k, and his defense is about 170k. And what is good about him is basically he actually, other than buffing his own damage in first turn, he inflicts enemy in range with attribute downgrade to damage inflicted for 2 turns. So he actually debuffs the enemy's offensive power, and at the same time in the third turn inflicts enemies in range with attribute downgrade to 50% more damage, which is very, very significant. At the same time, at the end of the second turn, he will actually always restore his own health by 10%. So he's a very good unit that can sustain himself in terms of his health, and that's one of the key points that I always mention. You must have you need to have good sustainability to survive throughout this tournament power. So restoring own health by 10% is very, very good. While at the same time, you see he can debuff enemy with attribute downgrade to key recovery. So what happens is he'll slow down the he'll reduce the key restore speed, and basically let the enemy attack later. And this must bring unit for androids is Android Fusion 13. He's the one of the most powerful damage dealers in this game. And at his stats is already 300k in strike attack and 200 plus k in defense. So he has very good offensive ability, as well as pretty decent, pretty good defensive ability as well. So you can see here that he has lots of damage buffs to himself. First turn 30 plus 30% to damage, third turn plus 20% to damage. And here in terms of key recovery, he also has very high key stats. So he typically, his key restore speed is so high that he typically attacks at the start of the turn. So he's a very good offensive unit, and at the same time he provides defensive cover for strike attacks if your allies in range is having health below 30%. So he nullifies the strike attack. So he has very good offensive ability, defensive ability, and this is the biggest part of him. Plus 100% to special move gauge at the start of third turn, so he will always launch a special move attack. So you always put him on the upgrade special move slot, when he actually upgrades the special move to the ultimate attack. And his Z ability is very good. He buffs both offenses by 31%, while he also buffs red android Zenkai buffs and red android unit. So he will actually Zenkai buff this Android 18, who is also a must bring in the tournament power. So for this Android 18, she is not a damage dealer, so I didn't even bother to arts boost the offenses. But like I say, you must always boost the defenses here for the special boost, where you get 13k more defenses. And for this Android 18 itself, here she has very useful attributes. He plus 25% to own strike damage. So I always use her strike damage, although her blast attack is higher. And at the same time, she actually debuffs the enemy in range with attribute downgrade of minus 15% to damage inflicted. And at the same time, she also inflicts enemy in range with attribute downgrade to taking more damage received by 15%. So she actually helps to protect your team and helps your team do more damage on your opponent. And this is the biggest part of her. She actually restores health of allies in range by 3%. So you can see here, any upper left or upper right slots itself, she will heal the ally. So she's always a good partner with Android 16. Yeah. So I typically run them in diagonally across each other almost every other time. And at the same time, she also buffs their damage inflicted by 15%. And her Z ability is pretty decent when it buffs Android base strike and blast defense by 25%. So she's always a must bring in this mode because I think she is probably the best healer in the tournament power mode in the whole game. Yeah, and the other unit that I'll bring is this Android 17. Yes, Android 17. Yeah, because he's typically a unit that also sits in S tier or Z tier, and he's a good damage dealer. Now he has good offensive abilities like 286k to strike attack, and his defense is pretty good at 190+k. And you can see that he's a very strike heavy oriented unit, and 50% strike damage. Start of second turn, he does 30% more damage and starts to tank even more by having minus 15% to damage received. Third turn, he does extra 30% damage, and as well as having more defensive card as well. I mean, his Z ability probably is the one weak point of himself, but because I run typically 2 red units in Android 13 and Android 18, so actually this actually helps to buff them, but of course not the other Android units. And here he also Zenkai buffs and red Android units, but strike attack and strike defense by 30%. Yeah, so he's as a unit itself, he's very useful in the team that I run. Yeah, then the other one that is actually a must win is this EX Cell. Yeah, he's after us boosting him, he has defense about 180+k, and his plus attack is 260k. So this is really a support unit, very good support unit for androids. Yeah, because first thing is he buffs androids max base health by 18%, which is very important, in health, and he buffs Zenkai buffs yellow androids plus attack and strike defense by 30%. Yeah, so this unit is a must bring because he's also a team healer. Yeah, whereby he will actually heal the team at the start of third turn, all android units in range. That means not in range, but all android units regardless of where you put them. And he cancels all the animal conditions. So he's a very good team healer as well as a HP buffer. So at the start of the turn itself, he does 40% more damage and takes 15% less damage. Yeah, and on hit, if the target enemy that's hit is a regen unit, he does 30% more damage. Yeah, so he's actually a good attacker against regen units, and this part is very good. If you look at it, he buffs all android units damage by 15%, and also his own damage by 10% for one turn. Yeah, so if there are 6 enemy battle members remaining, he gives your team more damage, and if it's 5, it goes down to 10% and plus 20% to his own damage. And then when it's 4 or less, he does 40% to own damage more. Yeah, so he actually is a very good support here in terms of providing more damage for the team as well as healing the team as well. And the last unit that I'll put is this Android 18. I will always be thinking through of putting Android 18 and this EX Android 18 from the Tournament of Power itself. This EX Android 18 actually gives the team a lot of utility. Yeah, because she's a team healer as well as she buffs, as well as having good cover change, buffs your team's damage, causes the enemies to do less damage here. Yeah, if they are doing any strike attacks itself, you reduce their strike damage by 15% for 2 turns. And her Z ability is fantastic, where she buffs Android strike and blast attack and defense as well. Yeah, it's just that why I prefer to use this Android 18 is because she has the Zenkai ability here to yellow androids. Yeah, so it's 40% to strike attack, 35% blast attack, and 40% to strike defense, and 35% to blast defense for this EX android, EX first form cell. So she's basically in here to give this EX android, this EX cell more buff, so that he's more tanky. Overall, she's basically just a strike damage healer, where she does 50% more strike damage for turn 1, takes 10% less damage, and at the same time, she also does 15% more damage every time she uses a strike attack. For Z ability, it's only buffing girl, so only Android 18 will benefit from it. That's all. So she's in here ready for her damage because she has 7k strike attack, and her defense is pretty good at 190k. And when I talk about the team build itself, I also look at the key restore speed. Why I choose this Android Zenkai 18 over this EX Android 18 is also because if you look at key restore speed, he's actually closer to this EX cell, so they would attack at a similar time. So in this team itself, Android 13 and Android 18, red color Android 18, will attack first because they have the highest key restore speed you see here, and then followed by the green color units, which is Android 16 and this first one cell. And then depending on the team, if I put this Android 14, he will attack. So you'll notice the pattern where the two reds attack first, the green attacks next, and then finally by the yellow. So if I put in Android 18 into the battlefield, they will attack together. So it gives more synchronization in terms of I can choose to attack, say yellow color battle members, and then enemies, and then subsequently, if there are purple units to attack, I'll put them after that, so that the yellow color androids can attack the purple unit, so that you get the color advantage when doing your damage. So this is how I actually plan my team in terms of attacking. And as usual, I just like to say that I don't even use any equipments. So the Z ability is quite important in most cases, and also the Zenkai abilities. So that's why it's always good to have a same color wheel with Zenkai buffers to boost each other's base stats itself. So in terms of this battle mode itself, I will be running through the battle stats that I'm going to take throughout this fights itself. So in this mode itself, in this first battle itself, basically what I'll do is I'll be planning my attacks against this team itself, because I think this is the easiest team where there are many 5 EXs and 1 sparking, and typically EXs are not as strong as your LFs or your Ultra units. So always look for the easiest battles to clear through. Yeah, try to avoid battles that there's high damage dealers in those teams, because you want to try to survive as much as possible with maximum health. So in terms of the slot itself, so I will put Android 13 here, because the special upgrade special move gauge is on this side itself. And in terms of this battle, yeah, I'll probably bring in, there are a lot more yellows, so I'll bring in Android 17 to the battle itself. And here I typically try to bring in the units that have Z or S abilities as much as possible, so that I can get higher battle rank points itself. So at the start of battle, I can just bring in EXL Steel, yeah, because overall this team has a lot of useful okay. So in terms of the team itself, I'll bring in EXL so that I can boost my base health and at the same time do team heals throughout. So the whole thing is to sustain, and then because this time around I have quite a lot of units in S tier and Z tier, so basically it is nice for me to bring in EXL more often. Yeah, but typically I'll try to bring in the Z and S tier units most of the time. Yeah, so in terms of this first battle itself, I will kill off the 30 Scott unit there first, because she's the only sparking here and potentially can do the most damage to my team itself. And you can see that after this, yeah, it was an easy win for me. And if we move on to the next stage, I probably will do this because this one has the lowest damage. Yeah, this team and this team, I will probably select this because they will probably do less damage to me, and it's easier for me to sustain my health better. This is a team that I'll definitely go and fight every time, because there's not much damage dealers in this team, and I can safely actually safely say that I won't have any units taking high damage in this battle itself. Yeah, so this battle I just select Hercule as the last damage unit, because he basically won't do much damage to me, and I think Bunny Buma, Urine, and this Bidel may probably be the highest damage dealer, followed by Yamcha and this mine itself. So yeah. If you notice how I place the team itself, I typically always place this Android 13 on the upgrade special move slot itself, and you see how I lay out the team. Android 18 is always diagonally below Android 16 itself, and yeah, I'll typically try to put Android 18 with Android 13 as well, so that she can constantly heal this Android 13 if anything, because he's my highest damage dealer and I'll always try to preserve him as much as possible. Yeah, so the next battle itself, yeah, because if you see for this battle, it's probably all mainly blue units, so I'll try to bring as much of the green and the yellow units itself for the battle. And one thing to take note is always just double check, what your units are doing. Are they doing strike attack or blast attack? So yeah, always try to use the one that does the most damage for the unit itself. Yeah, so in this case, the red units will attack first, so I'll just attack the green unit followed by the blue, and then purple followed by the blue. Yeah. Yeah, so I choose the 3 knuckle one is because it's typically easier to fight these battles, and then in the earlier rounds itself it's better to keep as much health as possible. Yeah, so you see it's still an easy kill for me even though I have 2 raids inside the battle. So always look at the easier battles to clear, because early rounds you try to do the easier battles. Towards the later rounds, as your win streak bonus get higher, yeah, you do those. So this is always the strategy I take when playing this tournament of power. Yeah, so for this this last slot bars the strike damage up, so I shift Android 16 over here and EX cell to the right. Yeah, because it's a blast damage dealer, so I basically don't use his strike attack. Yeah, so basically that's what it is. So the key recovery up actually speeds up your units attack. Yeah, but just that I just want to have Android 18 and Android 13 attacking first. So basically I just do not put first one cell there. And yeah, so in terms of this battle, this Gamma one probably does the most damage, then followed by these few units. Yeah, Python is the one that has the least damage, so basically I'll leave him for last. So always kill off the units that potentially do most damage to you. And yes, so you can see that, you know, EX first form style is also gradually healing back himself because he took some damage early on. So I always have Android 18 there to cover this Android 16 to cover Android 18. Yeah, so basically it's always trying to sustain yourself through the battles itself. So for this coming battle, I'll be doing this battle itself here, yeah, which is more purple intensive. So you see that there's two very strong purple units. So I'll be bringing Android 18 here and be taking out the green units. Yeah, because I'll probably want my red units and the yellow units coming in to do more offenses to the opponent itself. So for this, looking at this, I will be attacking Roshi first, followed by this Garlic Jr. because he can transform, and then subsequently when he transforms, he does a lot of damage itself. So try to take him out early on before he transforms. And then here, what I'll do is I'll attack this support unit here, followed by this Nappa and Vegeta unit. Followed by Tien and Krillin, and then followed by this Nappa. Now because this Nappa is a transforming unit, so I would prefer to leave transforming units for the last, and especially I look at the number of stars. He's only 2 stars, so his damage probably is still not going to be that significant. Yeah, and you see it's an easy win for me as well because of that. Yeah. And then I was deliberating between these two, and I realized that, you know, this Ultra Gohan, he activates his counter. The moment he activates his counter, when you attack him, his special move gauge goes to 100%, and he has very fast key restore speed, so he will basically attack you almost immediately after that. So actually, it's actually a dilemma when playing this. So my thought is I'll go to this 3 knuckle battle, and then looking at this setup, there are 4 EX, 3 X's, 3 video sparking, so this is probably easy for me to handle, and then I'll battle through this 5-star battle against Regen and Novi's team. Yeah, and then because, you know, the next round there's 3 knuckles, so I can probably start to recover some health over there. Yeah, so you know, when playing this mode, you have to be strategic in terms of how you want to attack. Yeah, so here I'll put Android 13 up here because this is the upgrade special move tag. Then there's the upgrade special charge rate up. So basically I'll try to put Android 18 there because she can boost up her charge rate also. Sorry, I think for this round, normally I will try to boost up because Android 18 she has also ultimate attack. So I typically try to let her charge our special move as much as possible. But I think for this round, I'll let my other units try to recover their health because some of them have taken quite a bit. Yeah, so over here I'll just be putting the units around here. These two. So the first unit I'll attack is this Champa, followed by this hit because he has special cover change. Then this hit, followed by this Frost. Yeah. And then followed by this Vados. And followed by this Kaba, and then Vados. So typically, the thought process is I leave Vados is a purple unit, so my yellow units actually attack last, so that's why I typically do it in this way. So my red unit attack first, hopefully I can kill off Champa early on, then my yellow unit is first one some, he's yellow so he can start attacking hit and do as much damage as possible to him. So this is the thought process when I select which units to attack first. And now this is going to be a very tough battle. So in terms of this battle itself, I'll bring in Android 18 and EXL because there are two purple units. There's only one blue unit, so basically I just don't bring in as many green units. Yeah, so hopefully I can do as much damage to the purple units. Yeah, because there are two pretty good purple units. This is pretty strong battle. So let me just think through. Yeah, so the first units that I want to kill is this, because these tech units, they actually do a stun on you, so it stops you from attacking. So you try to kill them first before the second turn starts. And then I mentioned this unit you want to kill, which is Gali Jr., because he transforms, and then subsequently when he transforms, he has pretty good damage abilities, as well as he has the ability to strike attack you constantly, guaranteed follow-up strike attack on you after you transform, so it's very powerful. Then the next unit that I will attack is this two. by this purple piccolo, because that you need to look at the stars. It's 4 stars, it's 5 stars, so looking at the stars level, they will do actually more damage as well. So when you're looking at which are the damage dealers, you look at the number of stars of the enemy as well. And so by this because Piccolo, orange Piccolo basically is a revive unit. I just want to leave revive unit for last. So I try to kill as much opponent enemies as much as possible. So this is the concept behind it. Oh my god. And you can see here that, unfortunately, sometimes things don't turn out as well as what you expect. You see, Android 18 is my team healer, and then she's almost half dead. so I need to do everything to protect her now. Yeah, because sometimes accidents do happen. Yeah, see, so I try to keep myself close to all these battle spaces. Yeah, so just in case touch wood she dies, I can still revive her. Yeah. So the next cube that I go to will be this one, and here the main thing now is to protect Android 18. So if you all recall, this Android 13, he has a special cover change against strike attacks. Then this Android 16 protects against blast. So hopefully the opponent doesn't target Android 18. Yeah, because it seems that the last battle itself, I think almost everyone attacked her, because you look at all my other battle members, they are all pretty much high health except for maybe Android 16 as well. But this is what happens sometimes in the TOP mode, because it's RNG, so you don't know which of your battle members the enemy will actually attack. So sometimes accidents do happen, and then you need to be close to those recovery spaces as well. Yeah, so hopefully Android 18 is able to survive. Yeah, so considering Android 18 is the one that is being probably not to be protected either. Okay, so for this battle itself, I will probably I won't bring in Android 18, yellow Android 18, because I probably want to debuff the enemy. So let me just recall. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll bring in this Android 14, because he actually does good debuff. Yeah, so and EX cell is there for the team heal. Android 18 also Zenkai buff Android 18, so that's why I'm bringing in, so that I can give her some sustain. And let me just try to kill off all these other units first. Yeah, I leave Vidal for the last now because she's a yellow unit, so even if she does attack Android 18, she'll do less damage compared to the rest. So this is my thought process now. And now the whole thing is to protect my team healer, Android 18 itself. Yeah, so So you can see here that she has healed a fair bit, from 15% to 25%. So hopefully I can carry on getting her healed in between as well. Yeah, so in this battle itself, I'll bring in Android 18, try to finish off the opponents as fast as possible. She has ultimate there, and yeah, let's see how it goes for me. Yeah, so I'll kill all these trunks, this followed by this Goku because he's a blue with me, and now I need to protect Android 18. Yeah, then I'll target this because I think among all the units, mine is probably going to do the less damage. So I'll kill off those that can do the highest damage to Android 18 now. As you can see here, Android's 18 health now is about 35%, which is very good. So hopefully I can keep up the momentum. This is going to be a pain in the ass because okay, basically what I'll have to do is to kill all all these units are extremely powerful. I need to kill off Turles fast because I need to protect Android, followed by this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and then the red and the green. Yeah, because I don't really have a choice. Because actually Brody becomes really powerful towards the end. Yeah, but I need to clear off the blue units first to protect Android 18 first. So for this battle I have no choice and I hope for the best. This horrible. Yeah, so this battle I don't really dare to fight now because originally I wanted to fight this, but because this Reddit's here, he does a special move and he lands it on Android 18, he may just die instantly. Yeah, so now the strategy has to change and I have to attack this battle. Yeah, so I'll try to kill off these two units because they have special cover changes and they are the newer units itself. And yeah, I'll just leave Super Saiyan 4 Goku yellow one for last because it's yellow unit and hopefully he'll do less damage to Android 18. Otherwise typically I will attack him first because he has special cover change. Yeah, so you see here that sometimes when you're playing this tournament or power mode, the RNG kills you, so you need to react to it, and this is what I'm trying to do, to react to the different things that are happening. Yeah. So over here as usual, I try to kill off the transforming unit first, but I'll attack this cooler first, then followed by this two axes and then this. Also, sometimes in the tournament power, we don't really have choice. You have to protect your units. Now you see Android 18 here, she has recovered her health pretty sufficiently. Yeah, so that's the key thing of bringing healers. Now you see her health is back to 44%. And so it's very important that you have healers to bring into battle itself. And probably after this I will go into the green color slot to heal myself. And so it's always important, plan your route along these areas where you can heal yourself. So now for the upcoming battle, I would rather not try to play a 5-star battle now because my units are very much at a very very low health position, and I'm trying to sustain my units. Yeah, that's the key thing now. So for this battle itself, I had to probably bring in this and drop 18, yeah, because there's two purple units, so I try not to bring as much green as possible. Yeah, the only thing is, first person kill Broly, second person to kill is this Gohan, third person is this. So let's hope for the best, and I can help my units recover their health. Yes! Okay, that's very critical, because all my units have survived, and that is the key. And so in this battle round itself, yeah, so I mean, I would have gone to that battle slot if my units were at very good health, but unfortunately things just happen, so not much choice, so you have to do the safest route, which is go to here. Yeah, so and you'll still see that, you know, as long as you maintain a 24 win streak, you can still get into the top. You still can get the top 25% and then get 1,000 CCs. So this is what I would suggest to do. Move here, recover it half. Make sure your team is sufficiently strong. So you see, this mode itself, you have to be very strategic. It's not just battling through. I mean, if you can manage to battle through and then go through unscathed, by all means. Yeah, but sometimes things just happen and you don't have a choice and you have to adapt. So the next route will be this, because it's the easier one, and then let's try to sustain some more health, and then as you go up the higher rank later on, you can move into the difficult to fight the stronger units. So now that Android 18 is at good health, means I can put Android 13 back into the card. I should move slot Okay, so here we move on to the next stage. So basically, as for the first stage itself, now we'll kill all this green unit, the blue, yellow. So now you see that, you know, the 40 win streak bonus now is hitting 100. Yeah, so now it's going to escalate up to a higher range itself. Yeah, so in the next battle I'll be doing this. It's 3-star battle, so I'll try to play the one that is easier to fight. So this battle, there's a couple of green units, blue units and yellow units. So I'll bring in the yellow android 18. Yeah, for the battle itself, and yeah, so that there's a good balance of yellow and green units here. So the red units will attack the other colors, and the blue units will be attacked by the green color ones. Yeah, so that's the whole logic here. So here I'm trying to kill out the higher star units, followed by the lower star ones. Yeah. So it's always TOP is kill the one that does the most damage to you, and next one will be those that do disrupt against you, and leave those that has the lowest damage dealing power to the end. So you take less damage along the way. So next battle that I'll do will be this battle. So the target unit in Q is definitely this Tech, Goku and Bardock, followed by Bardock, and then the rest of the units itself. So this time around, I find that the challenges are actually a lot tougher because there's a lot more newer units in this round of battles. So yeah, I can sense that it's actually a lot tougher than normal. So after killing 2 Bardocks, the next unit that I kill is this unit actually gives team heals and also cover change 50% damage, so he's quite a pesky unit to deal with. Then followed by this Fasha, and then this Tora, followed by the yellow color big man. I can't remember what's his name. So you can see now that the difficulty will start to ramp up as we go up the battles here. So next one that I'll do is this Legends route, because this is basically the easiest one. So in this battle itself, so Android 13 his health is a bit low, so I'll be shifting him to get some healing from Android 18 itself. And now for this battle itself, this is probably how I'll line up. So this one I'm not too worried because the units are all pretty old and it's really a lot easier to kill them. And basically I want to kill Trunks because it's transforming unit. Transforming units are typically the ones that we want to get rid of early on. And Piccolo last, because if I'm not wrong, he gives that last to his teammates, so I leave him for the last few. Gotenks, I think his power actually drops as he goes on, so I'll keep him for the last because he's pretty tanky as well. So I do kill off those that do the highest damage dealing units. And so you can see here, the next battle that I would go to is most likely this green one too. The win bonus percentage actually stacks up, so as you move on later, higher the grid itself, then you can start taking on the higher knuckle challenges. So that's the strategy. Get more bonus battle points towards the end. Yeah. So this mode itself, there's a lot of thinking process behind it, and so it's quite critical to map out what you want to do and make sure your units are constantly healing, etc. That's the important part. For this battle itself, yes, 2 purple units, so I bring in 2 yellow units here to try to kill off these units as fast as possible. Yeah, and this Revival Goku, I leave him for the last because I actually did try to kill them last. First one I'll kill is this Zamasu because he does a lot of debuff to you, and then this Trunks, and then this assist Zamasu and Goku, then this Mai, Vegeta followed by Goku. Because this Goku, he doesn't do much damage, so I'll just leave him for the last. So in terms of this battle, I think I'll move here because this part is probably easier to kill versus the rest. Yeah, this newer units, this Red Shenron and this Omega are very hard to fight against. Yeah, so the logical step would be to move here, and then here we go up to all these battles where the stars are higher. So in this battle there are 4 red units, so basically I may have to take out all my yellow units because they will actually take a huge barrier from this unit, so safer for me to take them out from battle itself. Yeah, so I bring now all my red and green units. So at least they're all type neutral. So first unit to kill is this, second unit to kill is this because this guy actually does special move attack. And Omega Shenron because as the fight goes on, it actually gains a lot of special move gauge. So So you want to kill you, then this is the next unit, Android Super 17, followed by Zamasu, and I'll leave Marjuk for last because I have a lot of red units, so he'll do the less damage to me. So strategy is, you know, kill all those that potentially can do the most damage to you. Yeah, and you can see, yeah. And surprising that, you know, the green first form sound took so much damage. Yeah, but I think sometimes that's RNG for you. And because he actually heals a lot in health, so I was quite surprised that, you know, his health is like below 50% already. And so let's bring in the EX first form sound. Because he's the health buffer for the team itself, and yeah, I'm going to bring him in. Yeah, because this is 3 number 1, so I think I don't really need Android 18 to heal Android 13, because I think he should be able to do quite well. Yeah. And yeah, I'll just try to make sure that first form cells health is at a good level with Android 18. So this is the plan now, and then first one to kill this Ultra Kid Blue, second one to kill is this because it's purple Super Blue which stuns you. Then with this unit, this red unit, because he can actually do subsequent attacks against you, so you want to kill him off as well, because he can sometimes do 2 blast that attack in one move. Yeah, so next one to kill is this Kid Blue, because he actually does a lot of debuffs to your team. Then this Skinny Blue, and then this Fat Blue, because he does the less damage. He's beginner King Blue, so let's leave him for the last, because then he's very tanky, so it's very hard to kill him as well. Okay, so now as we progress up higher, you will see that, you know, we need to be a bit more aggressive. And for this battle, there's 2 purples and 2 blues, so basically I pick up the red. Yeah, so yellow is type neutral to blue and also strong to yellow, strong to purple. So basically I just want this instant here, so it's easier for me to kill all these opponents. And the first unit kill is actually Shin, and then followed by this Android 16. Actually, this Android 16 is a very tough opponent to kill. Yeah, because he heals every time he gets hit. The next one I want to kill off is this Zamasu. Then I think followed by this EX Bojack team member, and then followed by this unit and this unit, because Star Power really does nothing. So Raccoon also really does nothing because it's defensive unit actually. So, I mean, of course it's a strong defensive unit, but you just have to, yeah, see? And now the next battle occur would be this. So now you see that I'll go very aggressive to get as much points as possible. So same thing, this is two purple units, and basically I want to have 2 yellow units inside there to help me fight against the purple units. Yeah. So first kill of Super Baby, followed by this Vegeta and Luna unit. These two are basically the newest unit and the strongest. Then next one I want to kill is this Green Baby, because I think he offers the class. Sorry, next one I'll kill is this, because he's a new unit, followed by Super Saiyan Goku and Goku, and then there's Majuk, and then after that I'll kill off this guy, because I think he probably has the lowest attack among the units there. And you see now I'm racking up my points as well. So now I'm already at 82 million, and typically if you get 90 plus million, you are in the top 25%. Yeah, so you can see that even if I'm on a 24 win streak only, you can still actually get into the top half quite easily. Okay, so for this battle itself, there are 3 red units and 2 blue units, so I want to bring in more green units for this battle itself. So for this, take out Android 18, bring this first one cell. And towards the end itself, I don't really need healers. Yeah, so subsequently I can actually leave out Android 18 if I need to, and just go Ganko. First new main kill as usual is this Android 13, and followed by the Gamma, the Duron, then the Tech Android 17, 18, Gamma, Android 8. Yeah, because he offers buffs to the team when he dies, so I try to kill him towards the end. So this is the strategy. Yeah, so last one that I will want to attack is this. So later when I get my TP points, I will be able to start fighting. Avoid this Gogeta at all costs. He'll do crazy damage to your unit, so just avoid him. Yeah, so in terms of the setup, basically I can just put Android 13 down here, and let's see, what do we want? Basically we can just go really Ganko. And put this Android 14 there because he gives 20% better bonus points, so I'll just bring it in. Yeah, and so we'll wait for this to come shortly after to complete this battle. Okay, so for the last boss itself here, we'll think I'll proceed with this setup here. And so the first unit that I will kill off is this transforming this Gohan, as you're gonna kill off before you transform, as you gain tremendous attacking power after transformation. Then this blue beast, and this Gamma 1 and 2 tech, and after this will be this purple Piccolo followed by Gotenks, and then Piccolo last. Because as usual I mentioned, we want to just kill off the revival unit last. So we can see so we still win the game, although we don't kill off all the units. But if we look at the scores, I've gotten 109 million, and this typically will ensure that anything above 90 plus million typically is the top 25% ranking. So now I'm in top 200 plus, but I think the season just ended. So you can see here that typically the top 25% usually will be 80 plus million on average. The highest that I've ever seen is maybe about 90 million plus. So you can see that even with 24 win streaks only, I still managed to get 100 plus million. So the key thing is you want to get at least 24 win streaks and above to finish in the top part of the table. So with this, I hope everyone can easily grind through this TOP season 90 with what I've shown y'all. So this is basically a very free to play friendly team, and it's actually very easy for the team, for anyone to play through this. So with this, I end the video. So if you like the video and you want to see some more of the TOP Dragon Ball Legends content, please like, subscribe and comment. Thanks, bye.